sports reporting. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down. You know nothing about sports.
Nuts prod, not the beats.
You know nothing about sports.
We got some stuff.
What up, man? What's popping?
1 2 1 2. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Another weekly episode of the You Know Nothing About Sportscast.
Yeah, exactly. And man, to get it started, man, you guys have brought up Cam Newton.
Revisiting from a topic we had last year.
Look, K man, I didn't want to say that, but okay, you just so as K man said, revisiting, because obviously we thought Cam Newton was done last year. So, I can't say if he's done. The only thing I can say about Cam Newton, man, Cam was a competitor. He'd give you his all. But he's not. To me, he wasn't the best quarterback. That's all I can. To me, he wasn't really
For the Patriots, you mean?
Even for the Carolina Panthers. I don't. To me, he wasn't. And granted, he wasn't your typical prototype quarterback. In theory, I'm doing the air quotes in theory because he has the size. But what y'all got, man?
I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Dude's finished. He's finished, and I mean, I understand that with him being a veteran and whatnot, he's in denial. He said that he's got a lot of football left in him. That's fine, but it ain't gonna be a lot of football with you in it. Nobody wants you. It would be one thing if you showed leadership and personal responsibility by getting yourself vaccinated while it remains your choice. As far as your line of work and what you do, that was the best thing for you, best thing for those around you, and the best thing for your team. And you failed in that regard. So with that, nobody wants you. No team has called. Not one. So while he may get a call mid-season, somebody's quarterback goes down, they need insurance or whatever. Right. But as of right now, I don't see him coming back. I don't.
You might be on to something. What you got, K man?
Yeah, I believe, like Brandon said, he's finished. And just take away the vaccination. He's shot. He can't throw the ball. 10 years. He was the number one overall pick in the 2011 draft. He's played 10 seasons in the NFL, and he played a brutal 10 seasons. And it's just took an effect on his body, especially his throwing shoulder. He also had a really bad mechanics, and I think that also had to do with it. And then they're coming out and said he couldn't read, couldn't do New England's offense because he couldn't understand it.
Right.
And so you just add on all those things. The only thing I can think of, if he gets vaccinated, I could see him probably ending up in Washington because of Ron Rivera. But he has to get vaccinated because Ron is not going to bring someone on.
Right.
And then, this is the NFL season, as we will probably talk about later. The week 1, week 2, injuries galore start to happen. So he might get a call up. But as of right now, he's done. He has an MVP season in 2015. He led a team to a Super Bowl.
Right.
But he ain't getting into the Hall of Fame. So he's done. Hope he saved his money. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, because you guys brought up two good points, man, about the number one, the vaccination. That was a good point there, B-Wig, about the vaccination. And K-Man, you said put that aside. Then you brought up his mechanics, K-Man. That was my whole process about Cam Newton as a quarterback. His throwing motion was all messed up. I can say his mechanics were wrong. It was like Ron Rivera. He fit the offense around what Cam Newton can do. But with that kind of offense with Cam, like you said, Cam's running. He played 10 years, but it was a brutal. Like those first 6 years were brutal because he was trying to run, thinking he can take the punishment. But then when things started to hurt him, he was like, "Oh wow," Right. But by that time, he hadn't even worked on his mechanics. Maybe once he came into the league, and he had a good quarterback coach. I don't know who his coach was, but if he had someone to work with him on his mechanics, could be a different story right now.
I agree 100%.
He had Mike Shula, and Mike Shula is considered a good quarterbacks coach as his offensive coordinator. But maybe Cam, they was trying to. It was almost his offense was trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. So maybe he just catered everything like his Auburn offense.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second, man. So I'm gonna just throw this out there. So you mean to tell me Shula's a good quarterback coach? Couldn't learn the offense. Do you guys think Cam Newton thought he was too good? He can just be. I'm Cam Newton. Y'all should fit the scheme around me.
Of course.
Yes.
Arrogance is a big part of why he's went downhill since that Super Bowl. You as a quarterback, I don't care who you are. As a quarterback, you still have to keep working. Here we have Tom Brady, 44 years old in the league, and he's still working as hard or harder than he did when he first came into the league, when he first got the gig with the Patriots. You got to keep that work ethic up. And you brought up mechanics. Cam has some of the worst feet of any quarterback in the National Football League. And because his feet are so bad, or he messed up his shoulder because he never developed a solid plant. He never developed a solid foundation in his throwing motion. So his throwing motion was really forever all arm. It was all arm, little hips, little upper torso turn. It was all arm because he had bad feet. And he never put that work in to correct it.
He had Warren Moon help him through the pre-draft process, but then stopped using Warren Moon throughout his career. Mike Shula, I think, is a good quarterback coach, but not a good offensive coordinator. But yeah, mechanics, Cam had a rocket of an arm. But as we said last week, Drew Brees is essentially a normal human being. But because of his mechanics were so good, he could get the ball where he needed to get to. Peyton Manning didn't always have a super strong arm, and it got weaker with the neck surgery. But because of mechanics and footwork, also, you brought up a good thing, the mental game of the football. You got to be in there constantly. I don't know if he worked that hard.
And one more thing about Peyton, and I'm going to let you go, John. One more thing about Peyton. Peyton was probably, I would give Peyton the smartest QB to ever do it. As far as knowledge of the game.
It's no problem. He is the smartest QB to ever do it.
Knowledge of the game, knowledge of his system, and knowledge of your system.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Look, y'all brought up work ethic. And then we got 2 minutes left on. Cam's work ethic to me wasn't the best because he figured with his athleticism, he can overcome that. But you still got to have that work ethic. You still got to have an understanding of your offense. And like you just said, at least know what defense they're going to throw at you. The
NFL is super easy right now for quarterbacks. And through his 10 years career, I think he only completed over 60% once.
Man.
He's done it 3-4 times. but the times
it's barely.
The times that he didn't hit 60, it's been really bad. Like last year, you would have never known. Last year, he completed 65.8% or 66% of his passes.
Wow.
But with that, he only threw for 2,600 yards, 8 TDs, 10 interceptions, and he only had a yards per attempt average of 7.2.
So what does that tell you? A lot of dump offs.
Yes, a lot of dump offs, and nothing going down the field.
No,
he didn't know the offense.
No.
All right, check it out. So K-Man brought up this other subject. I'm not too well versed on the draft class of 2011.
I will let you know if you need.
So you guys got to school me on this one. So what is it? So you guys said this is the last greatest. That was the last greatest draft class.
No, I'm just saying that I think it's those members of those classes are starting to sunset in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Their best day.
Give me some player names.
All right, number 1 draft pick, Cam Newton. Number 2 draft pick, Von Miller. Number 4, AJ Green. Number 5, Patrick Peterson. Number 6, Julio Jones. Number 9, Tyron Smith. Number 11, J.J. Watt. Number 14, Robert Quinn. Number 16, Ryan Kerrigan.
Wow.
You got Cameron Jordan at number 24, Mark Ingram, Cameron Hayward, Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got a good point there.
Justin
Rudolph.
Justin Houston, Richard Sherman, KJ Wright.
Yep.
Wow. So basically what you guys are saying is that
Jason Kelsey. Jeez.
Yeah.
People possibly in the first and second round can have a good 10-year career before everything kind of goes downhill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at that list. I mean,
yeah.
How many first ballot Hall of Famers on that list?
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Right. And I'm in the 4th round, and I got KJ Wright, who just signed a contract with who did he go to? Oakland? I mean, Vegas.
Yeah,
they'll forever be Oakland. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just like that. That's just like the football team. Look, people are gonna still call them Redskins. People have been in this thing for 20, 30 years. They're gonna call them Redskins. Just don't get offended, okay?
Yeah.
Gosh, like
That's
you said, Richard Sherman. You know, I don't know if there will. Tyrod Taylor's still in the league. He was drafted in the 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if there will ever be another draft with this many players with this many household names.
Well,
I don't.
Go ahead, B.
I don't know because it's just so rare.
Like how many? Look at all these names, and they were literally kings of their cities.
Yeah, these were good. These were good to great players.
I mean, even Ryan Kerrigan. I don't even know if Ryan Kerrigan is a Hall of Famer, but he was the face of the Washington Football Club's defense for a long time.
Yeah.
Sack leader of the team.
Yeah.
When Arakpo left, it was all him.
It was all him. He was He was actually better than Arakpo when he got there.
Forgot about Arakpo.
We gave Arakpo another nickname, but I'm not calling.
It's PG show. It's PG show.
But look, the only thing I can say to that, man, is that time will tell with the draft class after those guys, like the 2012, 2013. Maybe we can, in 2023, 2022, maybe we can look and, well, you know what? Wow, this guy got drafted, and, we can possibly look at each draft class year, give them 10 years and see where they are.
And also, a lot of these guys don't play for the original team that they were drafted by. And a couple of them, I can think of, Tyron Smith and Von Miller, probably will not be with their original team next year.
Tyron Smith will be there.
Okay.
We didn't. Had we drafted Rashawn Slater, then yeah, I could make that. I can make that case, but nah, he's got at least another year.
So, what makes a player, like you said, drafted like in this 2011 class? What do you think made him last this long? And and what attributed to them having household names and being the man in their city? Is it work ethic? Is it determination?
Yes, because if you look at it, I mean, let's take AJ Green. I mean, he was in Cincinnati, for God's sakes, but he worked. Patrick Peterson.
Yep.
Julio. I mean, when Julio plays, whoa.
Yep.
JJ Watt. I mean, at one point in time, he should have won MVP.
Right. Yep.
What you got, B?
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's those things, work ethic, determination, all that. And I also think that they just timing. Like those guys came in the league when, people at their respective positions, there wasn't really a numero like Von Miller. Von Miller came into the league during a time where, there were good pass rushers, but nobody was really ever feared. Yeah. Like
DeMarcus Ware.
Okay, one guy.
Yeah.
One guy. But I'm thinking after Strahan left, after Justin Tuck left, those ferocious Giants dudes, Von Miller was really and DeMarcus Ware, those two were really the de facto like elite household pass rushers.
But you got to think about this, man. When those guys left, that's kind of when the game changed. You started seeing smaller and slimmer defensive ends being around no more than 260, maybe 265. Yeah. A lot of them that are coming out now have long arms. It's more of a finesse game and a technique game now. Back then, it was like I say, it was more determination, more work ethic. Now, I want to ask you this. Just like I brought up with Cam Newton, do you think that these guys, being the man in college, come into the NFL? How many of them? Let me rephrase that. How many of them do you think come in arrogant and think, "Oh, I don't need to do that much work. I'm gonna get my sacks. That's what they pay me for," instead of putting in the work? Because you said these guys kind of put in the work. They had determination and everything.
Okay, I can speak for Von. He came in. His mentor was Elvis Dumervil, but in this second season, that is the season where he got third season. That is the season when they went to the Super Bowl, but he missed because of ACL. He missed some games because he was popping the M's. At one point in time, Peyton Manning wanted him cut on the team, and it wasn't until the next year that they brought in DeMarcus Ware to essentially be a big brother. Now, I can only speak for them. Now, it seems like, say, AJ and the Julio and the Patrick Peterson came in and they did their jobs and they were professional and they were model of their franchise.
That's the key word, professional. What you got, B?
At first, I got a question. Kennedy, what happened to Shane Ray? He was supposed to...
That was one of the 2015 draft was one of the worst pass rushing drafts ever. I will say this: he had a wrist injury, and so he could never
disappeared.
He could never put on muscle because of the wrist injury, but he was always injured, pretty much.
Yeah, because for some reason I don't know why I thought about that dude just now, but for some reason I just seen this light skinned dude in my head. I was like, what happened to Shane Ray?
Look like a light skinned rock, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I really don't have anything else for this. But I think that a lot of dudes do come in the league cocky, and you can go when that happens. You can go one or two ways. You can either go the humble road, find you a mentor, get up under some of these team veterans. And do it that way, do it the humble way, or you could do it your way and find yourself out of the league in 3 or 4 years. But a lot of times that's what happens, though.
Like the number 7 pick, Aldon Smith.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. That's what happens, unfortunately. Like, okay, so
Or Nick Fairley.
yeah,
Or Phil Taylor.
Yeah. So I don't, and we can. I got like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more thing about this though.
Well, you go ahead. You go ahead. Mine ain't really that important.
I just want to. Another thing about the greatness of this class. This when they came in, this is when the strike was going on, so they had no off-season workout. So they came in straight into training camp, cold, and just see how, just the greatness of this class.
Yeah. That's a good point, and I think for that reason, K-Man, that's why I think a lot of these guys lasted. Like those guys lasted 10 years because they came in cold, they came in hungry, they knew they had to prove themselves. So, but that's the difference between a lot of kids nowadays. Just like B, you said, a lot of them come in with arrogant, they're cocky, and I'm gonna tell you, I blame social media because they doing all these videos and putting their stuff out there. They getting the likes, they getting hyped up. So,
and I mean, it definitely doesn't help.
No,
social media definitely doesn't help. But I think that there are more generational talents that come into the league that unfortunately we don't get to see pan out because of mindsets.
Yep.
And I think this falls directly into that category.
And you got to think back then it was kind of a different time. The football was a different game then also, because I watched how the game evolved from 2010 to how it is now. You guys made me see that. You know, speaking of the draft class, you know, you guys had mentioned him before. You know, I'm old school. I like to run the ball. And y'all two was like, oh, come on, man, give it up, man. It's a passing league now. Everybody want to see the big drop pass. And I got to give you guys credit. After I thought about it later on that night, I said, "Damn, these dudes they might be on something." But man,
you can't afford to be the old get off my lawn guy.
Yeah.
All right. So look. My topic is, and it shouldn't take long. What team do you think is going to be the surprise team of the season?
Baltimore Ravens.
Wait, Sean, is your question like surprise in a good way or a bad way?
Either way, man, good or bad.
There's a group that came out called Evanescence, and their second single was "Going Under." That is the Baltimore Ravens right now. And it's not their fault. I don't know if it's bad luck. I don't know if it's training staff. I don't know if it's the training field that they use, but this is bad.
Look, right after week 3, one of the topics is going to be injuries because there are going to be some injuries probably after week 3. Now, my surprise team, I don't know if you guys are going to like it, is the Jets. I think the Jets are going to do some stuff this season.
I don't hate you for that pick.
I got the Jets winning at least 7 to 8 games.
You want to put some money on that?
I'm not a gambling man.
Okay.
But I do go to MGM from time to time. Yeah. But that's different.
maybe if we get bigger, DraftKings or some sports book will sponsor us.
Let me get in on this action.
For real. 8 games? Okay.
I said 7, possibly 8.
I don't know. They got that division is not that easy,
and they don't got that much talent.
Who the heck they play? Don't they play Jacksonville first? No,
like they always play Jacksonville first.
Oh, they play Carolina.
I mean
that's L.
Yeah.
But I don't hate you for that pick. They got new coach, new quarterback.
They got some good players, man. And I looked at their roster earlier today.
Yeah, they got some pretty good young players. Mekhi Becton, one of my favorite players of when did he come in?
Last year.
Last
year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really like him. Dude's a mountain.
Great feet.
I got two picks. One's gonna be a surprisingly good team, one's gonna be a surprisingly bad team. My surprisingly good team is gonna be the LA Chargers. I like that. I like the head coach. I like the quarterback. I like the offense, and the defense was pretty good last year.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like Herbert to take the next step.
Yeah,
Kennedy don't want to hear this, but I like for Herbert to take that next step People didn't think he was going to be that good last year. Some people on this show, but he proved the doubters wrong, and I think he's going to take the next step. My surprisingly bad team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What?
Listen, Tampa Bay got extremely fortunate last year. Okay,
Very true.
Extremely fortunate last year, and nobody wants to talk about it. They called.
Whoa! No one on the national media.
Yeah, no,
we'll talk about it all day.
That's what I mean by no one. They're nobodies. But you don't hear it mentioned that they caught Drew Brees on his way out, riding off to the sunset. They caught a Washington team playing their third quarterback.
Exactly.
Barely beat them. They escaped Green Bay on a controversial PI call.
Mm-hmm.
They caught the Chiefs down 2 tackles.
Exactly.
When their strength is rushing the passer. So they got extremely fortunate last year. And starting tonight, we will be reminded of how old Tom Brady really is.
I'm rooting for y'all, actually, bro.
Root on, bro.
For real. Now, here's the thing, man. And I don't can't believe I'm going to say this, man. Tom Brady's taking off the knee brace for the first time in a long time. So he's not going to wear it. I think I hope he doesn't have some kind of false sense of security. Once he takes it off, he's like, as soon as somebody go down around his feet, he drops to the ground because he's worried about getting hit on that knee.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be bad if he gets hurt the first game of the season, has to miss like 5-6 games or something.
It would be bad.
No, it really wouldn't.
Well, it'd be bad for them. It'd be bad for them. Be bad for the NFL.
No, it'll be bad for them. It still was not bad for the NFL. You act like this dude's supremely liked.
The NFL still loves putting him on TV every chance.
Well, yeah. It's the fans. Some of the majority of if you're not a Buccaneers fan, you probably don't like Tom Brady.
Right now, it's not about how good he is as a quarterback. The narrative is this 44-year-old man is still operating near the top of his position. Let's watch him do it.
But he's not LeBron, and he's not Tiger Woods. He don't bring eyes like that. He don't bring.
It doesn't matter. He's the face of the NFL. Just like the NBA logo has Jerry West. Watch. The NFL is going to have a picture of Tom Brady passing the ball. We'll see the silhouette, and they're going to say it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, right. All right, let me get to my picks. Well, first, Brandon, about your Chargers. Because as every Broncos fan knows, the last 10 years, off season is Chargers season. Everyone likes the Chargers in the off season, and when they actually play games, they Charger. So my surprise downfall team is the Seattle Seahawks. I don't think stuff has been smoothed over with Pete Carroll and Russell. And if it starts out slow, it could be really, really bad. They're really old, and they have drafted horribly the last 5 years. Horribly.
That's the whole point. See, K-Man, you took my worst team after I heard what happened to Baltimore. Not looking good.
And now my surprise team, Sean gonna be happy. I have the Saints. I just have a feeling that Sean Payton is gonna get the best out of Jameis.
Yeah.
And the moves that they made in the cornerback recently, getting solid with Roby and Trufant, I think that will help them. So I have my surprise team is that could be a surprise team, could be the New Orleans Saints.
My only problem with that is Jameis doesn't have his number one receiver.
True.
And I know Sean Payton is Sean Payton, but I'm sorry, the other guys just don't strike fear into me at all.
And true that be, and from what I heard, man, people are talking about the guy Callaway is going to step up, and the other dude, number 10, is going to step up.
You know what this reminds me of, Sean?
What?
2 years ago, or 3 years ago when under Jason Garrett, we basically said, this was after we cut Dez. We basically said, we don't need no number one receiver. Here, let's throw a bunch of 3s and 4s out on the field and watch what happens. This reminds me exactly of that scenario. It's not the same exact scenario, but based off of the personnel that y'all have at wide receiver, it kind of looks the same to me. You got an unproven quarterback throwing to a bunch of 3s and 4s.
That's what you're right. You're right. And we'll see what Sean Payton can do. All right, check it out. Let's go with the picks, man. B Wig. Let me go ahead and put this in. I already know who you got tonight, man.
Thank you. The disrespect is real, bro. It's real. It's real.
Who you got, K, man?
I got the Bucs.
Hey,
Like
I don't see
disrespect.
I don't see disrespect, dude. The Cowboys are a team that keeps saying, like, for me, y'all got to do something. Y'all have to do something. Okay. I'm not crapping on them, but y'all got to do something.
All right. What I see is a defense that was slightly overrated last year in Tampa Bay. I see a secondary that can get burnt up, and I see a strength on our side of the ball, offensive side of the ball. So, hey,
but but it's also about scheming, and Todd Bowles is one of the best.
Yeah, he is, and I respect Todd Bowles. But here's the thing: that's been the whole narrative. It's like any Sean, you probably know because you watch these shows, you watch these channels. Any channel you flip to, any channel you flip to, the word is up and down the roster, Tampa Bay has an advantage. And it is simply not true.
Yeah, B, and to your point, man, I was, between a couple of my conference calls, I was flipping between, Fox Sports and ESPN, and everybody on ESPN kept saying, it's going to be a blowout. The Bucs going to blow the Cowboys out.
Oh, no. I don't have a blowout. I don't have a blowout. I have like a 31-20 24 victory. I see no blowout. I got
the Bucs winning like 27-21 or something, or 27-24.
You know what the sad part is, though? Is that whatever we do in this game, whether we win, whether we lose, there's going to be a narrative for it. We lose the game, or especially if we lose late, it's the same old Cowboys. It's the same old Cowboys. If we win the game, it's the same old Cowboys. They treat you good, but then they let you down. There's a narrative for every situation that every outcome of this game, there's a narrative for it.
And this is the curse of the whole America's team thing.
It's gone.
You want to be in the spotlight, and you're gonna get super dissected by the national media, which I don't really care. Like, I told you I don't respect a lot of these people. I mean, like your Ed Waters, your Todd Archers, those of the world. But I don't respect a lot of these people because I don't believe they know football, but they just on there for show.
That's what it is, Kate.
And that's the problem. They get paid to talk. They don't get paid to think.
There are no journalists no more. I told you that.
Right.
The journalists are gone. ESPN was built on journalists. They're gone. It's all like Ryan Clark is a smart dude, but he do stuff for show. Dominique Foxworth.
Greg Jennings also.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the dude with the lustrous beard on ESPN? LSU dude.
Oh, what you call Swagoo?
Yeah.
Marcus Spears.
Smart guy, but he be doing stuff for TV, and it's just like,
he does.
I can't do it. I can't. I mean, I got a problem with their quarterback analysis is a dude who ran out of bounds for a safety, for God's sakes. Even though they got Steve Young on the payroll.
Bruh, Dan Orlovsky might be the worst. The worst.
Man, there was clowning him.
Analyst on TV.
It was clowning him the other day about his pants, man. Some of his pants being too tight and high.
I mean, like Phil Simms' kid was nothing as a quarterback, but he's actually a good analyst.
Yeah, he's on now, Chris Sims. Yeah. All right, K-Man. The Seahawks at the Colts.
I got this.
I took the Seahawks, man, but
I got the Colts.
Ooh.
Because people forget they still got a good defense. And they can run the ball.
Wow. Dang, that's a good point. Who you got, B?
I like the Seahawks. No team led by Carson Wentz is going very far.
I'm not even thinking about him.
Until he shows me otherwise.
I'm thinking about Darius Leonard. I didn't even think about that dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, yo. I had to grab me another one for this next game, man. I can't wait.
The next game. There's a game already on.
I can't wait to hear the comments on this one. Hey, B, the Jags and the Texans.
Why are you trying to make me eat my vegetables, Sean?
Hey, get it out the way now.
Why are you trying to make me eat my vegetables?
Let's get it out the way now.
Give me the Jags. I'll take the Jags. Deshaun Watson is sitting down. He's not playing. Give me the Jags. Listen. The Jags were not as horrible last year as the Texans will be this year. The Jags they really aren't. They're in a laughing stock market. They're in a laughing stock market, but they're not a laughing stock. They play hard. They play tough. Defense is okay, actually. And I mean, they have pieces here and there. Give me the Jags, bro.
I got you. All right. K man, who you got?
I got the Jags. The Houston Texans are a dumpster fire. Look through that roster. Where's the talent?
They've been having a fire sale. Sean, you just got Roby.
They are trying to accumulate draft picks to rebuild this whole thing. They are going to be bad, and they want to be bad. That's a bad team. And the Jags, Brandon's right. They do have talent. Once they get a real head coach and a real general manager, then they'll be on the way.
I got you, man. All right. So, K-Man, Eagles and at the Falcons.
Falcons.
What? Y'all don't believe in Jalen Hurts?
It's not Jalen Hurts.
The Eagles don't believe in Jalen Hurts. What are you talking about?
They were trying to get rid of him all season.
So B, you got the Falcons too?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
They hired a lame to be their head coach.
And they just traded they traded an actual asset for Gardner Minshew.
I know, right? They need some kind of insurance, I guess, man.
They don't believe in that kid, man.
All right, B-Wig. Charges at the Washington football team. What? Well, America, this is going to be a different kind of season.
I mean, it's nothing. It's no. I'm taking emotions out of it, except for our game. I'm taking emotions out of it, and I don't. Justin Herbert's not ready for that defense. I'm sorry.
That's what I was thinking too, man.
He ain't ready. He's getting there. He ain't ready. Not yet.
He not ready. Who you got, K-Man?
I got the football club. He's gonna be flat on his back all day long.
That game might get ugly.
Chase Young gonna need a mug shot after that game.
All right, K-Man. This was a tough game for me to pick, man. Steelers at the Bills.
The Bills.
Man, you didn't take too long there, didn't you?
No. Roethlisberger's old. People forget they lost a lot on that offensive line.
And then your boy on what haven't signed.
Yeah, he did. He signed his deal today.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, $121 million it was.
Mm-hmm. 80 guaranteed.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's also, God, I hate the media. So Schefter reported that the negotiations was going awry.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stepped in and told his agent to no, just get the deal done. I'm just like, first of all, that's dumb. Your agent's out there trying to get you the most money that you can. And also, the Steelers are worth money. Art Rooney II has money. There's no friends in this.
Sure ain't.
Get the money that you can. I don't understand this this love of team crap. They will cut you in 2 days.
Yep.
In 2 weeks. Come on, man. Get your money.
Latavius Murray.
Yep.
And
I credit Roethlisberger. I mean, Ben came. He was like, TJ Watt should get whatever he should get whatever he wants.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
And that's what to me that's where the league has changed, man. That's what to me the league. Some of the elite players are starting to step up and say stuff like that, like the NBA players.
Yeah.
How many? Remember, the movie was bad, Concussion, but it was based. It was bad. It was based on a lot of ex-Steelers with CTE. Them Roonies don't care about y'all. Get your money.
Dang. Yep. Who you got, B?
I got the Steelers. I like the even though the Steelers, they lost the center, whatever, they lost Pouncey.
Mm-hmm.
I like
they lost a left tackle too.
Villanueva, yeah.
I still like the Steelers. I like the offense to be able to do just enough. I love Chase Claypool. He doesn't get talked about enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's balling.
Dude is a beast. Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the name right before the season's over with. Got a weapon in him, James Washington,
Najee, man,
Najee, Juju, and they still have a really good defense. So I'll take the Steelers, man.
All right, be down this game. 49ers at the Lions, B.
The 49ers.
Yeah, the Lions I don't know what they're gonna do this season. The Lions, man.
They might be almost as bad as the Texans.
They don't put the dude Jared Goff in a position, man.
The only difference is the Lions are looking up. The Texans still looking down. They at the bottom looking down. The Lions at the bottom looking up.
Well, who you got, K, man?
I got the 49ers. When Holmes came in, he said we're gonna do this on purpose. We're going to do this on purpose. We're going to knock everything down on purpose to rebuild the team. 49ers going to run through them. Yeah. But the Lions are setting themselves up for 2023 and 2024.
Yeah, kind of like what Miami did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, K-Man. Vikings at the Bengals.
Vikings.
Well, I picked the Bengals, man. Dang.
Jamar Chase can't catch a ball. He needs a stripe on the ball so he can catch it. I can't believe he said that out loud. I really can't.
Oh man,
I can't.
I'm like, dude,
it's like
that's the story you really want to sell.
I mean, you are really telling how smart they coming out of LSU. I'm just saying. With some stuff like that. I need a stripe on the ball so I can see it. What?
Might need LASIK or something.
It's gonna be a LSU reunion in Cincinnati, But I like the other LSU kid. Give me Justin Jefferson. I like the Vikings.
Oh yeah, man. I picked the Bengals because I'm try to stick with Chase and Joe Burrow, man. But yeah, the Vikings might get him. All right. So this one was kind of a tough game for me too. But when I thought back to my surprise pick, B-Wig, Jets at the Panthers, man.
The Panthers.
Man, y'all believe in the Panthers?
More so than the Jets.
I know they got Joe Brady, which I know he probably at some point he's going to be a head coach somewhere.
The Panthers are a better team all the way around. They have a better offense. They have a better coach. They have a better defense.
I haven't paid attention to their defense. We'll see. Okay. Who you got, K-Man?
I got the Panthers. I don't trust a team owned by the dude who brings us baby oil. I don't trust it. I don't trust them.
I don't even know what to say to that, man. It's want some baby oil.
Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, right? All right, K-Man. Cardinals at the Titans.
If I played fantasy football, this would be the game that I would love. This is going to be a shootout. Give me the Titans, though.
Ooh. Dang. Yeah, I roll with Derrick Henry, man. The way he be snuffing dudes out. who you got, B?
I got the Titans.
Yeah, man. I don't know if Webster can hang with him.
Yes.
But he's gonna put up yards.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This might be the NFL. This might be the game of the week.
Because Cliff Kingsbury can drop some plays, man. He's definitely gonna force the ball down the field. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right.
And if it gets to a shootout, then that favors Arizona.
It does. It does. I hate to say that, but it does.
We'll see how it goes.
Ryan Tannehill, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now this I'm curious about this game. Browns at the Chiefs.
That's a good one. Look, what did y'all saying radio? What did radio say? That's a good one, coach. That's a good one.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Who's it on me? Was it on me or Kennedy?
So you, man.
Oh, okay. Give me the Chiefs. I'll take the Chiefs.
He put up the what you call them? Oh man. Who you got, K, man?
I got the Chiefs. I'm upset that this isn't the NBC game because the NBC game is trash. But I understand that CBS wasn't going to let this go. So, but that. This is going to be a really good game. This could be the second game of the week.
Yeah.
All right. This game I've been looking forward to. K-Man, Dolphins at the Patriots. I got
the Dolphins.
What? Yeah, I do too, man. For some reason, dang. Because I don't know. This is gonna be the first time two kind of like Heisman type quarterbacks coming out of Alabama going against each other.
Yeah,
oh man,
we've never seen anything like this.
I'm real curious about this game. Who you got, B?
I got the Dolphins. They were sniffing the playoffs last year. That's not a bad team at all.
That's a really complete young team.
Yep.
Just like they kind of like got what year we were talking about tanking for two, and they had somehow got all these draft picks. Or something.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Wow. All right, B-Wig. Broncos at the Giants, man.
The Broncos.
Yeah. K-Man, I'm rolling with y'all this year, man. I already know who you got, K-Man.
Yeah, I got the Broncos in this game. Because they're playing the Giants. I think it's going to be they'll win by 6 points.
I don't know, man. I got the Broncos beating them by at least 2 touchdowns.
Look,
Teddy's our quarterback. No.
Look, the teams they almost kind of balance out talent-wise, but the Broncos have a better average coach than the Giants.
Yes, because our coach is average, but what he does really well is defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
he
Jason
screws
Garrett
up everything
does
else
really bad is offense. So I don't know. I'm not thinking about Joe Judge. He's just a rah-rah high school coach. Yeah. But yeah, those two dynamics there, I think it counts. I think that the Broncos are the better team in that regard.
Yeah, I kind of do too. All right. K-Man. Packers at the Saints, man. Fox game of the week, probably.
Yeah, definitely. Give me the Packers.
Yeah. I knew that. Everybody's sleeping on Jameis.
Well, no, I don't think he's going to come out the gate being good. I think this is gradual. By week 7, you're going to start seeing a progress in him, but not off the top. And then, even with the issues that Aaron Rodgers has, he's still Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I give you that one, bro. I can't argue that one.
And then they also, they got a new defensive coordinator. They fired Patton. I don't know who the defensive coordinator is though.
They had to. Who you got, B?
Give me the Packers because I think the Packers are ticked off from last year.
They probably are. You got a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 straight NFC Championship games. I mean, come on now.
They're pretty ticked off.
Now, this game, oh, man. I feel sorry for whoever the best quarterback is. They beat Bears at the Rams, man. Man, you got to think about this.
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams at home. I had to because the Rams still don't they don't scare me like that. Like I've always liked Matthew Stafford. I think he's been underrated over the course of his career, but their weapons just don't scare me.
Yeah, Cam Akers went down, but that's what.
The only reason why I'm picking the Rams is because of Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Exactly. Who you got, K, man?
I got the Rams. This should not be a primetime game. The Bears have no business being on there. But I get it. It's Chicago versus LA. But
exactly.
The Bears are a joke of a team. That defense is old. They're not that good. The offense, I mean, yeah, Allen Robinson, but no creative play calling. No, it's the Rams will be able to take care of this game fairly quickly.
And you see, that's what happened to Sean McVay. People caught on to his scheme like a couple years ago. So I'm hoping he changes that playbook up. He has to. Because people go on to the scheme.
The problem, as Brandon alluded to, is I like Stafford and he can push it. But who can he push it to? Robert Woods? Cooper Kupp? Deshaun Jackson? Come on, like this is not 06. I mean, so I don't.
You know why the NFL did this?
Yeah, I know.
They want to see fans in the shiny new stadium.
Of course.
That is a beautiful stadium. I mean, ever since the Cowboys came out with this stadium, teams have just topped it. Like the Vikings stadium is beautiful.
Yeah,
it is gorgeous.
Yeah, and now, you know who else has a beautiful stadium that no one else wants to talk about now, and it's only like 2 or 3 years old. Mercedes-Benz Dome, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Beautiful facility, but you compare that to SoFi? It's no comparison.
Now I don't remember seeing any Raiders games, so I don't really know how their stadium looks.
Beautiful.
It looks ugly from the outside, but it's probably they've just been making bet. I mean, I can understand why these dudes want new stadiums. I understand this. Yeah. It's gorgeous looking, and the things that you can do with the stadium, with the football and with basketball. I mean, God.
Didn't somebody say there's a club in that joint or something like that?
Yeah.
There's a spot that turns into a club at a stadium, man. Come on, man.
Yep.
Remember back in the day, all those, what they used to call the cookie cutter stadiums, like RFK? I mean, those are gone. Those little crappy stadiums are gone.
Yeah.
You just got these state-of-the-art, futuristic masterpieces.
You can, them joints like a mini city.
Yes.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Buffalo.
Okay, man. Ravens at the Raiders, man.
Before today's news, I was going to pick the Ravens. I'm still picking the Ravens. I can't pick the Raiders.
That's what I pick, man.
I cannot do it. I cannot. Give me Dookie and the tight end and
they got Le'Veon Bell.
Hey man, don't try to make me change my pick.
Linda, listen, Linda. Linda, listen. Look, as big of a fan I am of John Harbaugh, and as much as I dislike John Gruden, I think Gruden's boys takes this one, man. Put me down for the Raiders.
Woo.
The Ravens have lost too much, bro. They've lost too much, and I'm sorry. I don't trust Dookie enough to pull this game out. I like the weapons that Vegas has, that the Raiders have. You know, you got Waller, Josh Jacobs. They got some pieces. So, you know, it was kind of
the wide receiver that was picked over Judy and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. What's his name? Wood? Is that who it is?
Ruggs.
9 route. Henry Ruggs, Mr. 9 route.
Picked over Justin Jefferson. Okay.
Yeah.
John Gruden.
Oh man.
Executive of the year.
Man.
Who tried to get Khalil back this offseason, by the way. Prior to the draft, he tried to get him back. Idiot.
I saw
Sean, give me the Ravens. No. Give me the Ravens.
Up.
Give me the
I'm already
Ravens.
doing an email. Too late, man.
Let it be on the record. Let it be on the record
at
that
the
I'm changing
54-minute mark of this podcast.
Yes, I'm changing my pick from the Raiders to the Ravens.
All right, hold on, man. Hang on. All right. Now you want to get on the bandwagon.
No, he just
Blame John Gruden, bro. I just had.
I'm going to be like on Friday. What happened when he tried to choke me in Smoke's backyard?
Shit.
Oh, that was
oh
different.
man, that's different.
If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all. Yeah.
Such a quotable movie. God, what's it like over? It's over 25 years old. Still quotable. Still
Yes.
quotable.
And I still will not turn the TV if it comes on.
Yep.
Oh, man. Y'all some wild dudes. All right, man. We were right at the 8 o'clock mark. We did it under an hour, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
That's progress.
Yep. So as Brandon's pointing to his Cowboys helmet, because they play in about 20 minutes against,
Old Man River.
They got Alicia Keys singing something. I don't know what she's singing.
Is she singing that I took
the
Swiss
Black
Beats?
National Anthem?
I ain't been good since I ain't been good since I stole Swiss Beats. What is that's what she's singing?
Oh man, don't stop recording. Stop recording.
And I stopped wearing makeup, and that didn't make me relevant again, like I thought it would.
Hold up, we need to stop recording. We ain't gonna you tell me we not gonna be on Verzuz now? Oh, okay. Put me in Madison Square Garden. I pull a Jada Kiss. As long as I'm going against Dipset and they're lazy,
yeah, right,
and not friends, and not friends are having chemistry anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was sad. Yeah, man, that verse, that was one of the best ones with the Locks punished them, man.
Hey, when you are media trained by Bad Boy and Rough Rider at their heights, that sticks to you. And then, as they said, we see each other at least a couple times each week. So they friends, they brothers.
Yeah. Speaking of verses, and then we'll go. Me and my wife just recently watched the Bobby Brown versus Keith Sweat versus that I somehow missed.
I didn't want to watch it,
Bruh. When you no. I need for you to go watch at least the first few minutes of it,
okay,
so that you can see how scary it is that Bobby Brown now looks just like Cedric the Entertainer.
I heard Keith killed him. I heard Keith was a little drunk, but
Keith couldn't keep his hands off the Ciroc because Ciroc sponsor. So he constantly had his hand on the glass.
I mean,
but yeah, Keith got him.
I mean,
Keith
come
got
on,
him.
man. Like, look at Bobby Brown's catalog. When Make It Last Forever come on, I mean, what can you do against that? Every little step I take.
And then look, Keith brought that out with like over an hour to go. Yeah, yeah.
He hit that song from New Jack City.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's gonna get
both of them joints was in the first half of the show.
As the younger kids will say, I mean, that's gonna get your aunties up there.
I'm gonna tell you, there's Keith Sweat can do whatever he wants.
Yep.
His first album, classic. That was one of the first R&B albums that you could play from beginning all the way straight through. Almost all the songs on that joint was a hit.
Oh yeah, he definitely slept on.
I didn't know that he discovered and wrote for Silk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of hear it in Silk's song.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the biggest hit that they had, he wrote. He wrote for a few other people too that kind of caught me off
I'm
guard.
gonna tell you, Make It Last Forever
Mm-hmm.
with the girl Jackie McGee. Oh, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Let's give our flowers to Keith Sweat.
Yeah, that dude, and he owned the begging. He during the show, he said they say I like to beg. Ain't nothing wrong with begging. I love
He
to beg.
invented that joint.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
All that's been in trouble. Past relationships and current ones. We got to
y'all-
beg.
See,
Yeah,
y'all don't,
sometimes you got to beg in the new ones for the past ones.
Exactly.
y'all don't remember the old Def Comedy Jams when the comedian used to make fun of him, like, who's the begging brother? Everybody, Keith Sweat. Yeah, Keith Sweat.
Yep. What was your boy name? From the dad from Baby's Kids. What was his name?
Oh,
Robert Harris.
Yeah, Robin Harris. Robin Harris got him. I remember. Robin
Yeah.
Harris got him on Def Jam.
Yeah.
Def Comedy Jam.
God, heart attack.
Yeah.
It was a heart attack or cancer. I forgot.
I think it was a heart attack for him.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
gone too soon.
Yeah, he would have been a
Just
him,
man.
Bernie back.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And our boy Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice.
Yeah,
Oh
man. Yo,
Bro, I had to go watch that drive before the game. I gotta go.
all right. Thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all next week.
all right. Good night, people.
Good night.
Holla.
Peace.
Later.